So, good morning. I am Angelica Panlilio, and for today's topic, I will discuss the Republic Act 7877, or which is the Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 1995. I will discuss the section 1, 2, and 3 um, of this act. And section 1, which is the title, this act shall be known as the Anti-Sexual Harassment of 1995. Section 2, the Declaration of Policy. The state shall value the dignity of every individual, enhance the development of its human resources, guarantee full respect for human rights, and uphold the dignity of workers, employees, applicant for employment, student, or those undergoing training and the instruction or education. Toward this, Towards this end, all forms of sexual harassment in employment, education, or training environment are hereby declared unlawful. So, this section, in this section, dapat binavalue natin yung bawat tao to give respect for human rights, especially sa mga nagtatrabaho, sa mga estudyante. All human is need to be respect. Lahat ng klase ng harassment in this law is declared as unlawful. In Section 3, work, education, or training-related sexual harassment defined. Work, education, or training-related sexual harassment is committed by an employer, employee, manager, supervision agent of the employer, teacher, instructor, professor, coach, trainer, or any other person who having authority, influence, or moral ascendancy over another in a work or training or education environment demands, requests, or otherwise requests any sexual favor for the other regardless of whether the demand, request, or requirement for submission is accepted by the object of said act. So dito halimbawa, usually nag-a-apply tayo ng trabaho with our resume, biodata, or other valid important papers na kailangan sa trabaho. Pero minsan yung mga employer o kung saan man tayo nag-a-apply ng trabaho, yung mga tao behind that kung saan ka nag-a-apply is minsan kasi yung iba porket mataas yung estado nila sa pinag-a-applyan mong trabaho, they request something different bukod dun sa requirement talaga na kailangan para dun sa work na yon. Minsan, to take advantage sila of you to have a work. Parang ganun. For example, on this picture that you can see, yung mga boss nila or sometimes minsan yung employee pa yung nagtitake advantage. But in this picture, you can see the boss take advantage of his applicants. Letter A, in a work-related of employment environment, sexual harassment is committed when, number 1, the sexual favor is made as a condition in the hiring or in the employment, reployment, or continued employment of said individual, or in granting said individual favorable compensation, terms, condition, promotion, or privileges, or the refusal to grant the sexual favor result in limiting, segregating, or classifying the employee which in any way would discriminate, deprive, or diminish employment opportunities or otherwise adversely affect the employee. Gaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, nagkakaroon sila ng other condition bukod dun sa requirements na kinakailangan sa trabaho talaga. For example of this is, halimbawa may in-applyan kang trabaho, yung manager or supervisor na nag-interview sa'yo, ganyan, they will made a condition in hiring you to the position that you were applying. Number 2, the above acts would impair the employee's rights to privilege under existing labor law. And number 3, the above acts would result in an intimidating, hostile, or offensive environment for the employee. For example, halimbawa ako, nag-apply ako ng trabaho and nangyari sa akin yung sexual harassment between the supervisor or the manager on the work that I am applying for. And parang you would have the mindset na baka pati sa ibang trabaho na a-applyin mo is ganun yung mangyari sa'yo. And the letter B, in the education or training environment, sexual harassment. This part, sa education or sa mga estudyante, nangyayari din yung ganitong bagay. Number 3, when the sexual favor is made a condition to a giving of passing grade or granting of honors and scholarship or the payment of the stipend, allowance, or other benefits, privilege of consideration. So, gaya nga ng sabi ko, sa mga estudyante, sa mga nag-aaral, is na-experience din nila itong sexual harassment sa kanilang environment. For example, you got a failing grade, and for you to pass that subject, you will receive some condition that it is not related on your subject. Pwedeng something between your prof or you, parang ganun. Number 4, when the sexual advances result in an intimidating, hassle, or offensive environment for the student, trainee, or apprentice, any person who directs to induce another to commit any act of sexual harassment as herein defined, or who cooperate in the commission thereof by another without which it would not have been committed, should also held liable under this act. Lahat ng mga sinabi kong sexual harassment sa work, sa school, or in anywhere that committed the sexual harassment is liable in this act. Yun lamang. Thank you.